Sizewell nuclear power station. Beautiful, isn't it? It's Monday the 26th of April 2010. Today we've come to Sizewell to commemorate the tragedy of Chernobyl, which, with one nuclear power reactor failure, took out the lives of hundreds of people immediately and thousands of people in the aftermath and the fallout from that. This year, the UK government have proposed to open 10 new nuclear power stations around the country, despite the protest and the unwillingness of the people of the country to want these places on their doorstep. Also, in the last 10 to 15 years, the increase in green technology has got to the point that these nuclear power stations really are white elephants. They're multi-billion pound businesses, and this one behind us is just a tiny little keyhole into the world of nuclear. Now, the difference between nuclear and green sciences and green technology is this is very hard to be shared. Something like we see here at Sizewell has got to be controlled from a centralised station, whereas wind power or solar panels can indeed be bought and set up by individuals and feed themselves and their direct neighbourhoods without needing to go onto a national grid. And a decentralised power structure is not something that sits well with multinational companies. So today, Sooty and Sweep have come down to investigate.
Walk along the beach and there's an armoured cable going very much in the direction of the end of the pipeline. Its original purpose will have either been to power monitoring equipment or to relay signals to control the power station. It's lightly armoured, and I have worked in cables, and it was clearly designed to be buried for additional protection, probably down to a depth of at least 2 metres. It's now on the surface of the beach and won't last.
Okay, so we saw some representatives from Sizewell Nuclear Power Station come down. There's 3 gentlemen came down and actually investigated the cable. Do you think they should be concerned about something like that?
I've no doubt that they should be concerned about it. If it's not used, it's not good for their image. If it is used, the plant shouldn't be restarted without it being reinstated.
Those seagulls just never go to bed, do they? And they're more on that one than they are on that one. So do you think it's useful for a factory like this to have protesters come along and point out a few of the cracks, shall we say, in the armoury that really shouldn't be there?
It doesn't need protesters. It's important for people to observe and point these things out. There are things on this beach that don't look right. They have questions to answer, and it's important that they are asked them.
So Sweep would like to ask you what this cable is about.
Well, this cable monitors the outfall there, checks that it's not radioactive. This doesn't exist. It's very important that cables like this are kept buried at least 6 foot underneath the beach. But somehow you can see it. This must be a figment of my imagination.
What is it doing outside of the sand?
It's why you shouldn't have a nuclear power station on the beach. The beach is moved.
Wow. How vital is this to the operation?
This feeds back to the plant, and basically it's a safety measure that will shut down the plant in the event of radioactive material leaving the outfall. This cable breaks, there's no safety.
Is this a safety issue, Sooty? Come on, let's have a look.
I think it's very much a safety issue.
Very much a safety issue, so it's number 1. Thank you very much. So you should go swimming in the outpipe. What about that? You see a lot of dog walkers coming by, and hundreds of people use this part of the beach every day. Do you think they could be made a little more aware of how they can help out keep this a safe countryside?
Yes, absolutely. They should look at the world around them. When they see something that doesn't look right, raise the issue.
Thank you very much. This is not the beginning of the campaign against nuclear weapons, against nuclear power, for nuclear disarmament. This campaign's been going on for decades, and it certainly is not the end. So whenever you see this and whenever you're watching this, go and find out facts for yourself, go and find out details. There's sites, just type in anti-nuclear or nuclear disarmament and see what can be done. We use power, we need power, but there's certainly alternative ways to this. So good luck to all the campaigners, and as always, may peace be with those who work for truth. It's Monday the 25th of April. Just type in anti-nuclear or nuclear disarmament onto your internet. Just type in anti-nuclear or nuclear disarmament into your Google or onto your internet and see what can be done.